Man, I hope this don't start this robotic. Yo, that's crazy. Nigga OG. Nigga looking at me like cigarette. The fuck? Niggas don't smoke. 21 gun salute. Come on, discretion. 304 TV. Y'all know I had to give you a live show. Y'all know I had to give y'all a live show. Christopher Anderson was good. How many more lies, Reg? How many more lies? When is the DA Arbidivas? What's going on? When is the DA gonna finally step their game up? Will the DA ever step their game up? This is the second time in a row he throws Suge under the bus. In his latest interview, he said Suge is a liar. 1 minute Tupac is dead, 1 minute he's not. Oh shit. Yo, this ninja. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? This ninja is a liar. Hold on. Because I know y'all niggas, let's see, the chat. Salute. There y'all go. For y'all niggas that want me all in the video, all on a record dancing, cut a death row. Yo, what's good? Salute. What's going on, y'all? Y'all know I don't like being all in the videos, all on the record dancing. But I need y'all to know that your boy is okay. You feel me? Still looking my best when I step out. You feel me? Y'all know I don't like being all in the video. But, today I salute y'all. Capo status. What's going on? I'm a little tired. A little fucking tired. This weather ain't shit. This New York weather ain't shit. Yo, Jada, you still got your wrench? Yo, Jada, they want your wrench, ninja. They will put that shit on the shelf. Yo, Cali, what's good? Yo, I miss Cali. I should be back in Cali. I don't know, I got a few doctor's appointments coming up. Y'all know today makes 30 days since I had that heart surgery. You know what I'm saying? So I got a few more doctor's appointments. I had one this morning, actually. They want me to, just take care of yourself out there, man. You know what I'm saying? You get to my age, these doctors want to, do all kinds of fucking procedures and test results and shit. You feel me? Avery said, why they want Jada's wrench? I don't know. They said Jada... they said Jada be like flip-flopping. So they just waiting to catch Jada slipping. But yeah, today makes 30 days since I had that heart surgery. And it's amazing. In 30 more days, it's September 13th. And, I was talking to somebody I got mad respect and love for earlier. And I asked them, do you think it's going to be a guilty verdict or a hung jury? And they said a hung jury. I believe it's a possibility it might be a hung jury. There's no way that Keefe, even if you believe Keefe was in a Cadillac, him and Southside Crips, DeAndre Smith, who else? Terrence Brown, Keefe, Orlando. Even if you believe it was those four knuckleheads, they aren't the orchestrators. There is no way, I believe so. Even with the book that he wrote, The Confessions and Murder Crap, I still believe there are the ninjas that really orchestrated it. And the timing of the shooting, after the fight, they went to the Luxor. At the Luxor, they was politicking for a little while. We seen there's pictures with Pac with his euthanasia chain in the Pele Pele shirt. Then there's a Pac, the Dominican Pac, in the motherfucking Nike jersey, right? It was so much bullshit going on at the Luxor before they went to Suge's house, right? Y'all gotta listen to what Suge said in the Fraud of Dialogue. Even though I don't fuck with Fraud of Dialogue, and I believe he had Danny Girl and Delgate in his Airbnb for months. The ninjas was hiding out with Fraud of Dialogue at his Airbnb, right? For months, I believe so. Like, yo, the ninjas is like dirt for that. You know what I'm saying? Nigga with Fraud of Dialogue at his Airbnb, the nigga Delgate and this nigga Danny Girl for weeks till we figured it out. Like, wait a minute. It don't take weeks to interview Danny Girl. Like, wait a minute. Delgate, when he made his introduction to the game, he was on Fraud of Dialogue's couch. Like, come on, knock it off. Yeah, Delgate's first interview, he showed some fugazi paperwork. Somebody he figured it out on Fraud of Dialogue's hotel couch. Like, knock it off. Why is all these niggas in your hotel room? Knock it off. Like, seriously. Hey, look. Say what you want to say about discretion, but when I came into business, I wasn't on nobody's hotel couch for weeks. Oh, shit. Okay, so where do we start? It's day 4 of the trial, right? It's day 4 of the trial, and they still in jury selection. According to Vegas key witness, the star witness, he said that, according to Reggie, it's a majority all-white jury. Somebody that I got mad love for was like, yo, how the fuck he know? This nigga's a snake. How the fuck Reggie knows the jury already, right? And he's in a wheelchair. He could really wipe his ass, right, without his fucking wife. It's ridiculous. Again, I don't believe Keefe in the South Side had the intelligence to pull that shooting off the way they did. It took somebody that knew that Suge is at his house now. They just left the Luxor. Suge's leaving his house now. According to Frank Alexander in his first documentary, if you watch the documentary, you will see when he's explaining they left Suge's house, he's explaining that he shows there's a white Cadillac following them. Drop comments below. It was like a spooky scene, but Frank Alexander, I guess he directed the fucking documentary. He shows a Cadillac following the entourage after they leave Suge's house. According to the know-it-all Pork Shoulder RJ Pork Shoulder, there was a complaint made by a 911 call that, hey, there's a Cadillac outside of this mansion, I guess it's Suge's mansion, playing loud noise, loud music. Where is RJ Pork Shoulder? Again, I said to somebody I got mad love for today. No, you know what? That was yesterday. And I'm repeating it again. George Khaleesi's, Reggie mentions him in his latest interview with News Nation. He mentions George Khaleesi's, and he was with George Khaleesi's when he got the word, and he left with... Listen, that attorney, George Khaleesi's Mr. No Weapons, he's now the United States attorney. There is no way Keefe is escaping these charges, escaping being sentenced. There's just no way. What a coincidence, that same attorney is the United States attorney for Nevada. It's just no way. Bro, you need the fucking president and the FBI to raid George Khaleesi's office to actually get some answers. And Bill Carson. Here we go with Bill Carson. Bill Carson, he's the first federale in American history that never made an arrest. He told Reggie, he actually interviewed Reggie Wright Jr. and told Reggie, Reg, you're skirting the questions. You're skirting the questions. Reg, you're skirting the questions. Reg, like, come on. Right? That's the first federale in American history that figured it all out, that had all the details and made no arrest. Like, come on. Knock it off. You don't need a superpower YouTube channel to see that this shit is bogus. Bro, if they really wanted Reggie in handcuffs, they would have been handed him in handcuffs. Now, this tactic they're using with the media, this asking him, so why is Keefe D blaming you? TMZ asking him, why is Keefe D blaming you? I mean, it's blatant. I just feel it's a blatant disrespect to the Pac fans, Pac Nation, to the Shakurs, you know, that this guy gets away with the orchestration when America knows he's involved. America knows what. If you think America got time to waste interviewing a nigger in a wheelchair that can't wipe his ass, can't make love to his wife, are you fucking shitting me? His wife is leftover scraps. Suge had her, Keefe D had her. Are you shitting me? You think America got time? Holy shit. They know this guy is the fucking mastermind between the Pac and Biggie case. They know. Bro, they know. His wife is Teenage Wasteland, right? They know this shit already. You think they got time to waste? Oh, no. It's just a blatant disrespect. Again, Pac was the son of a Black Panther. He got Panther blood. He was the leader of the new African Panthers. To this day, America, I showed it in the first season. And next thing you know, that was when they assassinated and took my channel for hostage, because my channel was still up there. If you Google Discretion TV, it's still up there, right? It's still up there on Google. So if they really wanted to destroy my channel, they would have deleted it. What they did was kept that shit for themselves, right? That's what they did. America is something else, right? America, what Pac said in the Brotherhood speech 30 years ago, America got a lot of nerve. Yeah, they kept my channel hostage. Google it. You'll see, Discretion TV. Unbelievable. You know, like, somebody said, why don't you file the appeal? Man, leave that channel alone, bro. Let's leave it alone. We made history. We are epic. Just today, I was buying me some lunch. You know what I'm saying? I was in the spot, you know what I'm saying? Buy me some lunch. Yo, you that ninja that do that Tupac shit? First I looked, I was like, oh, here we go. I was like, yeah. He's like, yo, I follow your shit, man. I don't even know what happened. There's people out there that still don't know that I started a new channel. Unbelievable. That's crazy. There's people right now that have no idea that there's a new Discretion 304 TV. Huh. Yeah, so, you know, if you just tapping in, y'all know I don't be all in the video, all on the record dancing, but I figure, you know, 30 days ago, I was just in the hospital fighting for my motherfucking life. You know what I'm saying? Under the surgery, and I've been in the gym ever since then. You know what I'm saying? Getting my shit back up. You feel me? Getting my shit back up because I might have to power slam one of you ninjas. Fucking power slam you in a fucking concrete. But no, all jokes aside, God is good. I give God all the glory. I put nothing before God, and I want God to know, even without my superpower channel and access to the funds I used to make, he could take the car, he could take whatever he want. Again, I really thank him, and not because I got a great lifestyle after, I got a great ass fucking vehicle or good clothes. Nah, I just thank him for the breath that he granted me, and I ain't sell my soul, and you should be thanking God too. If you just tapping in, we're talking about Suge's former security, Reggie Wright Jr., the handicapped rapist YouTuber. According to Suge, this man is a rapist. This man forced himself on Capricorn Clark over and over again, and Suge let it be known. This guy, for 2 days in a row, he's been throwing Suge under the bus. And I believe that, that's what Suge get. You trust the devil to help you build an empire, and when the devil is ready, he takes the empire from you and smear your name. That's what Suge get for playing with the devil. Absolutely. When you start from the beginning, the deceased security guard, Mike Moore, said they was out jet skiing with Suge Knight and Reggie Wright Sr. And Reggie Wright Sr., he was feeling himself. Oink, oink. And we can't even say oink, oink no more because ninjas is jacking my style. Shit is unbelievable, bro. How niggas just take advantage of a situation. It's unbelievable. These sassy-ass ninjas, these zesty-ass ninjas, bro. Niggas is zesty as fuck, bro. Can't even say oink, oink no more. But anyway, according to the deceased security guard, Mike Moore, he said, look, when we was out jet skiing with Mr. Knight, Reggie's dad was like, if anything happened to Suge, my son would run the company. And from that day, I believe the plot was on to take out Tupac Shakur by both Reggie and Suge. There's no way in my heart at this stage in the game that I can say Suge had nothing to do with it. That's impossible. Bro, that's impossible. Bro, that is impossible for Suge not to be involved with this shooting. He trusts those cops to shoot in that car door, whether you believe Tupac faked his death or not, because that's the misconception right now. There are Pac fans that believe they didn't get Tupac. And I showed the autopsy picture, and there's Pac fans that believe that wasn't Tupac. They are not buying it. There's Pac fans to this day, they're saying that's not Tupac. And I showed the tat. Shout out to Bay Balmer TV, the Bay Area, salute. I can't even say salute. This nigga is saying, I'm talking about the zesty YouTuber, Choke on Coke. The nigga is saying twin salute to his subs. Like, what the fuck? I'm still alive. Niggas acting like I'm dead. Oh, shit. Am I still here? Yo, am I... Bro, is this for real? Am I still alive? Or not? This nigga took my whole lifestyle. I went overseas with it. That shit is crazy. To hear a bum, right, say 21 gun salute. Oh, shit. That shit was crazy. Unbelievable. That shit kills me. I never took none of these ninja slangs. These niggas don't got no slang. Okay, so For me to count Suge out as one of the orchestrators, that's really impossible. There's no way I can say Suge had nothing to do with this orchestration. I believe Suge trusted Reggie Wright with not only the company, but to organize some kind of strategy to help him get rid of Tupac. There was an audit file. Suge Knight's son was put on blast, and he blocked some people that was putting him on blast, and he tried to cover for his dad. And Suge Jr. Somebody say he's not even a junior. Suge Jacob, whatever he want to consider himself as, right? Suge's son, he tried to defend Suge about the audit and said Tupac's audit was fabricated and blah. Ninja, you don't know shit. Okay, Junior, or whatever you. And from that day, I canceled that Ninja out of my fucking, you know, I don't even follow that Buster. For him to lie for his father after his father sued Tupac, sued Tupac's mother for $7.1 million after Tupac left us in a physical form is ridiculous, right? Okay, let's start from the beginning. So Reggie Wright Sr., according to Mike Moore, the deceased security guard, he said we was out jet skiing with Mr. Knight. A pig on motherfucking jet skis was Reggie Wright Sr. and said, if anything happened to Suge, my son would run the company. How did they know? How the fuck did he know that there was something that was going to happen? Only an orchestrator can make a statement like that. If anything happened to Suge, my son would run the company. How did they know something was going to happen? And first of all, why is Reggie Wright Sr. moonlighting with Suge after he said he wanted nothing to do with the company? Reggie Wright Sr. out there jet skiing with Suge, right? Can you imagine Reggie Wright Sr. on jet skis? That's crazy. Oink, oink. Yo, Reg, why was your dad moonlighting with Suge after he said he wanted nothing to do with the company and he was going to bring people up on charges that was down with death row? How did he wind up jet skiing with Suge Knight? For him to make that statement during a session of jet skiing was ridiculous. And that's a red flag. That's one red flag to show that these guys not only can't be trusted, I'm talking about Reggie Wright Sr. and Jr. That's another red flag to show that they can't be trusted because his father, Reggie Wright Sr., said he wanted nothing to do with death row, but you could be jet skiing with these ninjas? According to Mike Moore, Reggie's dad was bragging about that. So, moving forward, in a few days, Reggie was fired. Why did Tupac fire Right Way Security? Why did Pac fire this nigga? To this day, nobody even knows. Why was Reggie fired from being security for Pac? Why was Suge still having Reggie as security for Pac? If Pac fired Reggie, but Suge is the CEO. Suge had Right Way still protecting Tupac even in New York. Reggie said, you tell me why. I don't know why, Reg. I don't know why. You in diapers and you got a diaper rash. I don't know why. I don't know why Suge still had you around Pac. I don't know why. I don't know why your wife continues to protect you. I don't know why, Reg. I don't know. And again, that's Suge's karma. For Suge to still have Reggie Wright and Right Way Security still protecting Tupac after he was fired with a fax, and That's Suge's karma. Whatever Suge is going through now with the devil, that's his karma, right? Suge told the podcaster from the Epstein files, Pierce Morgan, Pac hated Reggie and Pac fired Reggie. But nigga, you still had him around. That's crazy. This is why Suge is going through what he's going through. And the devil named Reggie, he's kicking his ass virtually right now. Draw comments below. Suge told a podcaster from the Epstein files, Pac hated Reggie, so he had fired him. But Suge, why you still had... Sometimes I really think maybe it's definitely not a bullet that's in Suge's head, but maybe it's some fucking kind of lead poison. Like he ate paint chips or some shit. Like what the fuck? Was you born with drugs in your system, ninja? Do you hear yourself? You telling the podcaster from the Epstein files, Pierce Morgan, Pac hated Reggie, so he had fired him. And in the same breath, you're saying, same interview, you're saying, yeah, I told Reggie to get 5 of your best guards, and he didn't. Wait a minute. These ninjas is fool. They're fugazi. And that's more proof. That's why I believe there's no way Reggie would have set Pac up without Suge, and Suge couldn't have set Pac up without Reggie. I believe they both platooning partners. In the end, they got rid of the murder weapon together. And that's why everybody who tried to save Suge fails. I've seen hotshot attorneys fail. I've seen his family fail. Everybody that tried to save Suge's name and protect Suge from being blamed for the shooting failed. Name me one person that actually was successful clearing Suge from being involved. 21 gun salute. Yo, it's hot like a motherfucker out here. But it's not too bad. I'm in the shade. No shade. Let's talk about it. Let me rock out to the battery die. Can I give some shout outs? Yo, what's good, y'all? Yo, what's good? Christopher Anderson, Arvid Divas, Golden Girl. I think that's your name, Golden Girl. Callie, what's good? Mad Skrilla. Oh, this wind feels so good. Jada, what's good? Yo, make sure y'all follow Callie. So when she start her movement, y'all niggas is up on it. Neville Chung, what's good? Jada, Helljaw. Southern Earl. Arvid Divas. Said Hung Jury. Tammy Church. Avery. Andrew was good. Helljaw. Southern Earl said Reggie, etc. needs a polygraph test. Problem solved. Arvid Divas. Yo, Joseph Strawhorn, what's good? Make sure y'all getting the likes up for me. Make sure y'all get the likes up. Yeah, if you just tapping in. How many more lives, Reg? Christopher Anderson. Did I get everybody? Logistics. I know there's like only 36. Tamika, what's good? Avery, EXT. Andrew from Rich Gang, what's good? EXT. I think that's everybody. Logistics. King was good. Thank you, King. Sweet Gun Salute. If you just tapping in, let's talk about it. Reggie Wright Jr. He's on a rampage, y'all. A pig on a fucking rampage. Unbelievable. Yo, Reg, unbelievable. And I knew it. I said, look, if this guy is Suge trusting this ninja, Suge dropped the ball when he had the TMZ interview and started talking that nonsense, trying to flatter, and he's trying to flatter the women in his life, sweet talk the women in his life. Ninja, they giving out 25 to life with the elbow, without parole. What is you doing? What is you doing? Unbelievable. So, Suge, you could do a TMZ interview, promote your book, but you can't go to the Keefe trial? That's wrong, and God punished him. You see that, right? That's how serious God is about Pac. God don't play about Pac. If you ain't noticed by now, any ninja that crossed Pac and didn't make right and didn't make amends with Pac, they still, to this day, fucked up like a motherfucker. Yo, Prodigy for Mobb Deep. Prodigy for Mobb Deep. He made amends. He apologized to Dr. Tulu Shakur, and he gave Pac his right, rightfully so. It was just due. He gave Pac his cigars. Nas, as much as I'm not a Nas fan, even Nas made peace with Afeni and Seth Shakur, and actually did some songs with Pac. Well, his vocals, he did Delgay. That's what Nas did, the Delgay. There was vocals on a Pac verse, right? But again, they made peace, right? What Suge did, he demonstrated the spirit of Machiavelli still lives. That's what Suge did. What happened with Suge and what Reggie's doing, the instant karma is amazing. Bro, right now, Reggie, he called Suge a liar in his last interview and said 1 minute he said Pac not dead, 1 minute he said Pac dead. Yo. Yo, bro. That's Suge's karma. Somebody said, oh, Suge know what he's doing. No, he do not. No, he do not. Because if Suge knew what he was doing, Reggie would never beat him to a punch. How you let a ninja in a wheelchair that can't wipe his ass himself, can't make love to his wife, right? A handicapped rapist YouTuber who have a co-host, John Highland Garland, who just had another miscarriage, right? Reggie admitted the other day, y'all know I'm not capping, that John had morning sickness and he's taking one for the team. I think it was day one of the trial. Reggie talking about, his co-host John Highland Garland, who got pregnant by Cedric Garland from Interscope. He's taking one for the team. John is really sick right now. Yeah, we know. We heard he had a miscarriage. Right? In his third trimester, right? He had a miscarriage. I heard the procedure was like a 4-day procedure because, they had to clean up the mess. Right? Somebody said, Suge know what he's doing. This is Chestnut Checkers Ninja. You sound like a fool. Anybody from the Suge Knight Nation that still believes Suge has a strategy, I pray for you. Go check in. Go check in. You're watching a ninja called Suge Knight who had his hands involved with the Tupac shooting and the Biggie probably. I'm thinking Biggie also. The way it's looking, even though Suge was in jail, Reggie is trying his best to convince people that Suge was involved. And I'm trying to figure out how is Suge involved In what way if he was in jail? Like, what way? They not really telling us. When I was in LA, they said that whole shit with Biggie was retaliation for the New York shooting. When Biggie called the radio. Hey, Snoop was hunting down Biggie, the biggest bitch on YouTube, Gina Dill. He co-signed it. He's the one that made it leak anyway. He said, yeah, Snoop was looking for Biggie. For what? And proof Snoop Dogg. Unbelievable, Suge. You let all these niggas, like, unbelievable. And proof that Snoop was actually stalking Biggie. Snoop tells a story that he was in ATL and he saw Little C's in a hotel and he ran down on C's while he was eating a bowl of cereal and asked him where Biggie was. Well, wait a minute. What was Snoop Dogg doing in ATL? If he didn't have a show, or, what was his reason of being in ATL if Snoop Dogg didn't have a show? That tells me that Puffy was given locations and dropping locations on his artist Biggie. How would Snoop know this nigga is in an ATL hotel? You know how many hotels is possibly in ATL? I don't know. What is the odds of Snoop Dogg finding Biggie in the hotel? But again, Reggie Wright Jr., he's the one that got a call, and he admitted this. This is what they admitted. We can only go by what they admitted, right? Reggie admits that he got a call, or his company got a call, to be more direct, that Bad Boy needed security for Biggie. But wait a minute. How did Bad Boy get Right Way security number? Oh, shit. That's the mystery. I believe Gina Dill, the biggest bitch on YouTube, I believe Gina Dill, he's the one that had that number for Right Way, and he was the one that actually got in touch with Reggie Wright Jr.'s firm, the Ops, right? Moving forward, Reggie gets the call. According to Gina Dill, the biggest bitch on YouTube, Snoop was stalking Biggie in Cali and looking for Biggie and asking him where you going to be at. And I even think Gina Dill said Biggie changed his number, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. This is not a Biggie channel. Y'all fill in the blanks. Moving forward, back to Pac, Reggie Wright Jr. and Snoop, they were in New Jersey and New York when Gaddafi died. Now, Gaddafi, rest in peace, Yak. He don't get talked about in this whole trial with Keefe D. Yak's statement, what he told Brent Becker in 1996, 30 years ago, that's supposed to clear Orlando Anderson. I'm not too sure about Keefe, right? But according to Yak, who don't get talked about, none of the media, TMZ, that's fucked up. Bro, it's like Gaddafi died in vain. Bro, Yak's statement, it actually clears Orlando Anderson as being the shooter. When I hear the media talk about Orlando Anderson was the shooter and Keefe D said his nephew did it, but wait a minute. There was a key witness that was very vocal and was very, he was trying to cooperate. And a lot of times, when I think about Yak's statement, I believe the whole shooting, Pac did get shot. Um, because Yak's statement, I don't, Yak's statement, it even though the autopsy picture to me doesn't match the thug life tattoo, it don't look the same. It don't look authentic. Um, but Yak's statement and the way Yak died makes me believe that there was actually some kind of shooting that went down. Yo, get the fuck. Yo. Niggas is about that fucking life. Fucking niggas about that life. Yeah, rest in peace, Gaddafi, bro. It's never easy talking about Gaddafi, B. Rest in peace, Yak. Like, seriously. Yo, I've never seen, this nigga is gangster. Yo, bro, hold on. Y'all gotta see this nigga. This nigga is gangster. Fucking Squirrel is gangster, bro. Yo, this nigga is gangster. What the fuck? Look at this thing. Get the fuck away from me. Yo, Scat. This nigga is the illest nigga in Nebraska. What the fuck? Yo, this nigga. Yo, this nigga. Yo, that nigga's the illest nigga in Nebraska. Yo, that was crazy. The illest squirrel. Oh, shit. Yo, the nigga want my lunch. Nigga, you know how expensive food is? You better get the fuck up out of here. You know how expensive food is? You better get out of here. I'm not even feeding you. EXT said I'm on his bench. 21 gun salute, y'all. Yo, rest in peace, Gaddafi. Because Gaddafi, the nigga Gaddafi, the way he died and the media ignores what he said, and the media ignores what Gaddafi said, and damn, the way they got Yak, bro, it's like crazy, B. And Napoleon, where was you, Moo? Where was Muta during the shooting, bro? There's a lot of suspicious shit, and I would say what makes it more obvious that it's a major cover-up going on. George Kalisis is the U.S. State Attorney for Nevada. Mr. No Weapons to Protect Tupac, he's the United States Attorney for Nevada. I don't believe Keefe will ever get off these charges. I believe Keefe, there's either going to be a hung jury or a 25 to life sentence. I don't see him getting this shit dismissed. I don't see Keefe walking out like when Pac. Who remember when Pac beat the charges of the gun charges? I don't think. Who remember when Pac got case dismissed for the gun charges for shooting the two cops? And the way Pac was showboating out the courtroom? Yo, I don't believe Keefe finna do that. Yo, I don't believe Keefe gonna do that. I believe Keefe he's going to get sentenced or a hung jury. And even with a hung jury, he's not going to get released. Sasha Jones was good. 21 good salute, EXT. Moo was out buying camels for the Camelot. Yeah, I don't believe that Keefe D will walk out of that courtroom with the charges dismissed. It's just set up for him to fail, bro. According to Reggie Wright Jr., the majority of the jury is white. I mean, no offense to Caucasian people, but bro, they're making Pac look like he was like Garth Brooks or something, or Elvis Presley. Is this shit for real? For it to be an all-white media. I mean, again, we not racist. Pac wasn't racist. He ain't teach his fans to be racist. But bro, he was not John Lennon, okay? Word. Y'all acting like crazy. He wasn't a member of the Backstreet Boys. Word. Or NSYNC or one of them. For them to only have a white jury is ridiculous, bro. Bro, an all-white jury or a majority all-white jury, that's crazy. That tells me they're gonna railroad this ninja. Keefe, he don't look happy with his attorney. He keeps side-eyeing Michael Samft.
Was that a thing?
Andrew said it shouldn't be all white. Yo, that's crazy. It's like they just took over our culture, took over our village. Like, no offense to the Caucasian people. No offense, bro, to Mexicans. No offense to, Hispanics. No offense, bro. There's no offense. But can we just stop it? Like, god damn. And call it what it is, bro. This shit is just set up for Keefe to be the fall guy, not get justice, not get answers. When I see people defend Reggie Wright Jr., when I see people defend Suge, it's like, yo, this shit is just like, god damn. My nigga Pac is like, but you know who I blame? Ayanna Jackson. Ayanna Jackson. All right, so let's start the show over. If you just tapping in, because I know, I was making some good key points, and then it's very complex, man. It's like this shit is complex as a motherfucker. And then I started talking about Yak, and then Mr. Squirrel, he was gangbanging on me. I had the fucking squirrel about to gangbang, right? Can't even go to the park. Without the squirrel trying to gangbang on you. Monterio, exactly, you right. Yo, Monterio was good. We'll never get justified. Yo, I don't think so. Keefe had one job, and that was to give them the cricket cops. And he's not sticking to that script. The media is just playing this like it's one big game. Like, first of all, for Keefe to keep saying, Reggie Wright Jr. and his father, and they don't do nothing about it, or, it's like they ignore it, it's falling on deaf ears, it's really insulting. Bro, it's really insulting. Like, yo, what the fuck? Andrew said the only way we will ever get justice for Pac is Suge tells who it was. First, Suge got to take a lie detector test or walk through a metal detector. Because according to Reggie Wright Jr., his former head of security, he never got shot in the head. And Suge was saying that he got a bullet still in his head, no puff on the play, because he wanted to seem like a victim. Why would a nigga want to seem like a victim unless he orchestrated this shit? This is what I'm saying. This shit gotta make sense to me, right? A nigga not gonna say he got shot. Nobody walks around on earth and jinx themselves and talking about they got shot. You feel me? Like, jinxing yourself and saying you got shot, that's why he got shot on 2 different other occasions, right? He got shot 6 times at One Oak. And what's the other party he got shot at? Yeah, you see how karma do, right? But nobody walks around and talk about they got shot. And look how he jinxed himself and he really got shot. According to Reggie Wright, he said, look, I've been at airports. According to the handicapped rapist YouTuber, he said, yo, I done been through airports. I done been through metal detectors with Suge and nothing rings. That's crazy. Yo, that's crazy. I believe Reggie Wright Jr. met a couple of times with the DA bashing Suge. I believe so, bro. I believe so. Like Suge, you know, after he did the Pierce Morgan interview and it was war, it was some beef going on, and Suge did the Pierce Morgan and he said Reggie Wright Jr.'s name about 15 times. I believe Reggie had a meeting with the DA and just, I would say, just gave Suge a bad name. Yup. Suge walking around telling people he got a bullet injected in his skull, and you know, it's crazy. It's just fucking crazy. Yo, H, are you in Germany? HDG? HDG, you out there in Germany? Andrew Jones, when I look at MGM fight, I don't ever see Pac. I see Suge and Buntry. Am I tripping? I see a small glimpse of Pac, like right before the fight. They show, you see somebody like pushed back and then he jumps back into the fight. Avery said, deadass, I don't ever see Pac. Andrew Jones, salute. Nigel said, I believe I'm still here unless they blocked me. Nigel, what are you talking about? You probably got to restart your phone, bro. Who's Snizzy? What's up, bro? Who's Snizzy said, I'm going to tap back in if Val goes live. I'm at work. All right, bro. Helljar said that shit Reggie and his father did with getting ninjas, man. Okay, y'all. All right. So let me continue with the live. Val Snazzy is here. Yo, Naja, what's going on, bro? What's wrong with your phone? Oh, you just wanted a shout out? I ain't shot you out, Naja? Okay, 21 good salute. If you just tapping in, how many more lies will Reggie Wright Jr. tell the DA and the media about Suge? Before the DA can actually step in, will the DA even arrest Reggie? At this point, Solo, what's good? Salute. At this point, I don't see anything happening to Reggie. I mean, it sounds good for YouTube. It sounds good for likes and views. But so far, the DA has demonstrated that they are not going to arrest Reg. He's been subpoenaed, and that's what we wanted. We wanted him there, right? But so far, it just seems like again, Suge Knight. I think Andrew was correct. If Suge, who was placed as a victim, fight back, oh shit. I don't know. Suge got 24 hours, but it looked like Reggie did the Drake back to back. Oh shit. Yo, bro. Yo, no funny. It just looked like Reggie is not even giving Suge a chance to fire back. No funny. Word, Suge had 24 hours, but it seems Reggie, the nigga Reg, he got this shit mapped out. Yo, Neil, what's good? It looks like Reg is on a warpath. I just released him on a warpath, not your average wheelchairer. Yo, Reg, amazing. Man, I must say, Reg, he got his ducks in a row and his Pampers to back it up. Yo, Reg is lining Suge up, bro. I say one more interview like that, it's over for Reg. Bro, I say one more interview where Reggie is blaming Suge, it's over. Bro, I'm just saying, like, what could Suge... The only way Suge could make a difference is going to the fucking DA and doing what he's supposed to do for Pac. A lot of people say, oh, Suge, that'll be snitching. He been snitching. Bro, it's so confusing when people say Suge can't snitch. You know, Suge is in jail. They'll kill him in jail. Do you know where he's at? The jail Suge is at is for like blind people and some shit like that. According to Reggie, Suge is blind and walking with a cane. He's not in no fucking maximum security. Do you know where Suge is at? Word. Suge is at a place where he could go to the guidance counselor in the jail and ask him to use the phone. Yo, that shit is crazy. Do you understand the jail Suge is at? Niggas say, oh, they'll kill him in jail. Who? The other blind inmate? According to Reg, Suge can't see. He's blind. That shit crazy. Okay. let's start the show. Yo, Joseph, I'm serious though. Like, niggas say, oh, Suge can't snitch because they'll kill him in jail. Who? The three blind mice? Who's gonna kill him? He's in the jail for like niggas that can't see and faint and fall out and collapse in court when they get like bail and shit. Who seen Suge last in jail? Who saw Suge when he was last in court? Right? I'm just saying. According to Reg, Suge lost all his teeth. How did he know? I don't know what's going on. Yo. Last time we saw Suge, he was in the gym where niggas came to visit the gym. I guess, the jail he's at, they get visits by people to encourage them to, Oh, shit. If you just tap it in, 21 good salute. Okay, so I'm trying to start the show over. Yo, I'm trying to start the show over so we can have a great live show. Right? Okay, so Reggie, he's on this warpath where he's lying. Florida theme. Sup, fam? You had a fallout with Suge? I ain't had a fallout with no Suge. When I left that table, me and Suge was on good terms. Suge told me somebody from his inside circle was helping Keefe D, and I said, I'm done. Me and Suge ain't on no bad terms. When I left the circle, we wasn't on bad terms. After I did my deep dive and I left Cali, because when me and Suge was on good terms, we never was on bad terms. When I was in that circle, to answer your question, since you've been out the loop, you claim you've been out the loop, right? So, when I was in that circle with Suge, talking to Suge on a regular, my last phone call talking to Suge when I was done, he was telling me somebody from his inner circle was helping Keefe D. And I was like, you know what? At this point in the game, if you don't have the circle you need, I'm not the one to help you build a circle. Bro, I have nothing to do with no ninja that possibly has something to do with the shooting of Tupac Shakur. That was like, almost a year ago. After I stepped away from that circle, I did my research and I got my hands on the audit, the Tupac Shakur audit, that Affidavit Shakur picked up the torch. And I found out not only Suge was robbing Tupac, David Kenner was robbing Tupac, and Sharitha Golden Showers Knight was robbing Tupac. And from that, I was done. I ain't have a fallout with him. I'm just done. There's no way that I grew up a Pac fan, actually bought the CDs, not once but twice. I bought them all over again because after September 13th, it was Pac mania. If you know what I'm talking about, give me some thumbs up. Even if when you had the CDs of Pac, when they pulled the plug September 13th, it was Pac mania. You feel me? And again, me actually reading the audit and seeing that Sharitha Golden Showers Knight was robbing Pac, David Kenner was robbing Pac, Suge was robbing Pac, Suge was buying cars in Pac's name. The night before the MTV Awards, Suge Knight made a purchase with Tupac's account. Sharitha Golden Showers Knight was paying her American Express card. I mean, like, come on. You expect me to still be a Suge Knight fan? A Suge Knight supporter? You feel me? So I know a lot of you ninjas are Suge Knight, you know, you Suge Knight fanboys or you Suge Knight fanatics or, you know, a lot of you niggas got Suge Knight posters up in your crib. You know what I'm saying? But, bro, I'm going to tell you right now, a nigga, oh my gosh. I'm always getting, God hates me sometimes, I feel. Like, I could never get a break. Bro, I could never get a fucking break, bro. Oh my gosh. I could never get a fucking break, bro. God is like, as much as I love God, he punishes me in the weirdest way, bro. Bro, I just could never get a break, y'all. Like, I'm always getting like, I could never get a break, yo. It's always some bullshit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, damn. What Pac said? These questions for the Lord, why you don't like me, God? Word. Word. These questions for the Lord, why you don't like me, God? Oh my gosh. These questions for the Lord, why you don't like me, God? Oh my gosh. Some fucking bozos. 21 gun salute. Yeah, so I know a few you ninjas are fucking Suge Knight fanatics, you Suge Knight fanboys, whatever you consider yourself. That you love Suge, Suge Bill Pac out, and you know, Pac fans should be happy. Yeah, you know, he should have left his ass in jail. We would have probably still had the Dawn. Should have left my ninja a fucking alone. We probably would have still had Pac with us, bro. Word up. You should have left my nigga alone, bro. You feel me? Yo, there's a reason why my nigga had to file that audit, bro. Hold on, y'all. This. Yo, that's crazy. Yo, that's fucking crazy. "21 gun salute." Yeah, so yeah, then Suge sues Affidavit Shakur for $7.1 million. That nigga never had no love for Pac. He said he grabbed Pac and told him get down. I really don't know, bro. Yo, why you call my nigga gullible? See our profit getters. You might just lose your fucking wrist for saying shit like that, my nigga. Why? Do anybody else in the chat agrees that Pac was a gullible kid? I'm just curious. Nigga said my nigga was gullible. Do you know the definition of gullible? If Pac was gullible, we would have never had hit him up. We would have never had when we ride on our enemies. We would have never had Holla at Me on the double album disc. Yo, CR Prophet Getters, that's how you feel? I think you on the wrong channel, my nigga. I think you need to go, where you feel that's accepted. Nigga said Pac was just a gullible kid. Oh, shit. How the fuck I made you Rich Gang? So Pac was just a gullible kid. He couldn't see no wrong in Suge. Why did Pac stay around Suge? What? Yeah, that's crazy, B. Some of you niggas, I don't even know how the fuck you got a wrench with my squad, bro. I just don't know, bro. But anyway, if you just tapping in, 21 gun salute. So Solo said block CR. Nah, I'm just saying, like, yo, bro. I never saw Pac as, there's nothing in Pac gullible. I don't even think niggas know the definition of the words they try to use. I'm trying to see if he's gonna try to clean this shit all up to make it worse. Like, seriously. You got something against Pac, my nigga? You can speak now, you a Wrench Gang. I ain't tripping regardless. Yeah, I bet. Yo, Wrench Gang. Yo, Wrench Gang, do what you do. Do what you do. Yo, Wrench Gang, do what you do. Do what you do. Have a nice trip to the resurrection. Nah. We don't need to answer no questions from you, ninja. Go to the Chokes channel where shit like that is acceptable. While was Pac around Suge. Now you get to answer that shit your damn self. Hey, Rich Gang, do what you do. The fuck? Pac was just a gullible kid. First of all, the nigga was 25 years old. What was a kid about him? You're very disrespectful. You in your feelings. Nobody owe you shit. And that's not the first time I seen you say slick shit. CR Prophet Getters. That's not the first time I seen you say some dumb shit. Right? So, hey, Rich Gang, do what you do. You feel me? Yeah. Nigel knew the lineup. Nigel knew once he see the next comment, he ain't had no wrench. Yeah, I already took his wrench. He already, right? Have a nice trip to the resurrection. Fuck out of here. Pac was just a gullible kid. Is he more gullible than you? Because you don't got no wrench. You not only was gullible, you was vulnerable. You was accessible. Nigga, what? I couldn't believe that shit. Yo, that's crazy. Yo, some Pac fan. Niggas so mad at Pac that he don't realize it, that he's not a Pac fan. That's what's crazy. The nigga's so mad at Pac, he don't realize he's not a Pac fan. Word. Don't be so mad at somebody like Pac and calling yourself a Pac fan. Yo, he is so mad at Pac. See all profit getters? He don't realize that he's not even a Pac fan. You're in denial. Yeah, bro. You're delusional. Anybody else that feel Pac is a gullible kid and you got a wrench? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Yo, bro. Don't be so mad that you don't realize that you're really not a Pac fan. Like, so if you was to ask me a civilized question, then why was Pac around Suge after he found out that Suge was robbing him? I would answer in a respectful way and say, hey, that's why he filed the audit. Pac can't get back that audit until when? I think September, October. Affidavit Shakur had to hire a new attorney. Again, Pac had no real proof that Suge was robbing him, like how we know Sharitha Golden shot was Knight was robbing him. So, I don't know. I don't see that gullible. I see that as a ninja in a situation in business that he had no business being in, but he had no choice. He did business with the devil, and he had no solid proof. Bro, that audit that he filed and firing Reggie was like one of the second steps he took. He filed the audit. That don't, I don't know. These niggas be like delusional. These ninjas be like delusional. Did Pac make a mistake fucking with Suge Knight? Absolutely. But I'm not gonna fucking call my nigga gullible. I just moved from one area to this area, and I was just like, yo, God, you don't fucking like me. But I didn't curse God, right? Did I curse God once? I said, nah. These questions for the Lord, why you don't like me, God, right? Am I happy what Pac did with Ayanna Jackson? I'm like, hell no. All those females Pac had? Nigga, you're tripping, Pac. Pac had some of the baddest of the baddies. What? Pac had Madonna. Say what you want about her, but that was Madonna. What the fuck he was doing with Ayanna Jackson? You feel me? I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Yo, that was crazy for Pac to be with Ayanna Jackson. You feel me? But dude, you don't hear me bashing my ninja. Y'all niggas be like suing your feelings. Unbelievable. Anybody else in Wrench Gang that got something to say about Pac? Because I was being nice right now. I thought CR Profit Getters was really like, like fuck being here for Discretion 304 TV, nigga. Are you here for Pac first? Are you here for Pac first, then the channel second? Right? The fuck? I'm only here because of real Pac fans that really want to hear some kind of logical sense to this shit, like George Khaleesi's. I'm the only channel that's saying, hey, George Khaleesi's, he's the United States Attorney of Nevada, and he was Mr. No Weapons the night of Vegas, and Keefe would never get justice with that, right? Pac fans needed a channel like this. You feel me? It's Pac first, then Discretion 304 TV, and then me. Okay? I don't put myself above the channel. The fuck? I don't. I don't put myself above the channel. Word up. No man is bigger than the business. You feel me? A lot of you ninjas think you're bigger than the business. No puff. Is anybody else here that feel any type of way about Pac? Wrench gang, let me know. Point them out. Any slick shit, I don't care if he had a wrench for years. You see what I did to PR, what's his name? CR Profit Getters. You could go back, you go on Choke Channel and do all that stupid shit. Or Gina Dill. Yo, Arbello said if he thinks Pac is gullible, what the fuck he thinks of Keefe D? Yo, bro, these niggas be delusional, bro. Yeah, he delusional. He think he a Pac fan. Nigga, you're not a Pac fan. Right? Being a Pac fan is being understandable and realistic that Pac was just stuck, bro, with these devils. Pac was stuck with these devils, bro, and that's why I believe Pac faked his death. It's just not a coincidence you had niggas dressed just like you. Bro, it's not a coincidence that there's niggas just dressed just like Pac. Bro, there's not a coincidence. On September 7th, you got 2, 3, 4 ninjas dressed just like you. Bro, I believe he was planning an escape. Nigel said he was on bail or in jail. Yo, Pac said that I'm a dead man walking. Yo, the nigga Pac, bro, you don't have niggas dressed just like you to the T. The nigga had the orange shirt, blue jeans. Hold on. This nigga Pac, bro, fucking genius. Right? Hold on. I would say the most intricate picture of Vegas was this shit right here. Pac. I'm gonna take myself out of the equation. Yeah, this picture right here, bro, when you got the nigga in a Nike jersey, this wasn't by accident, bro. This is the illest nigga in Nebraska right here, bro. This picture was not by accident. It was intentional. No ninja is dressed in an orange shirt and have another ninja behind him with the infamous Nike jersey on, and then you got his security, Frank Alexander. Bro, this picture was taken intentionally. This shit right here is crazy, bro. Nigga said the Mexican Pac. How can you see these pictures and call Pac gullible or disrespect my nigga's legacy? And he named this album Machiavelli. Everything he did was planned. Everything, bro. Bro, this picture right here, bro, if you was to ask me, like, this picture just sums it all up, bro. Right? And remember, we didn't have cell phones back then. Bro, we didn't have cell phones back then to where the nigga could look at the picture and say, let me see the picture to see if I took it right. Drop comments below. That's how ill my ninja was. It wasn't like he could say, let me look at this picture to see if this picture was taken right. That's how ill this ninja was, bro. That's crazy. Yeah, we didn't have fancy cell phone pictures. Cell phone cameras, and not even the Polaroids. Bro, the Polaroid cameras, bro, we didn't get, I think Kodak was probably one of the first, Kodak was probably one of the first companies that actually made the camera where you can look at the picture you just took. Bro, whoever took this fucking picture, oh shit, was it Leonard? I don't know. Because Leonard, even the photographer, gave two different stories. Bro, we couldn't, you feel me? Yo, bro. No cap, no funny bullshit, bro. So for niggas to disrespect the Dawn, bro, they got no respect on themselves, bro. How can you look at those pictures and say, hey, and say anything disrespectful? Yeah, we didn't get cameras that actually let us see what we took until like the early 2000s, if that. You feel me? Yo, my nigga. And I believe it was probably Leonard Jefferson that actually took those pictures, because Leonard, he gave two different stories. Leonard said, Leonard has a story where he said, yo, it was just fun watching my ninja throughout the MGM. And then in the next story, he said, oh, I was randomly driving and I seen him and Suge, and Pac told me, yo, follow me. Get the fuck out of here. It's either, Leonard. Yeah, Leonard has two different stories. He said it was just dope that day going through the MGM with him. What, nigga? You said you randomly saw him. And Suge and them told you to ride out. She different. What's good? Truth never loses the race, no matter how fast lies run. R.I.P. Pac. Shout to She Different. Shout to you just tapping in. Yeah, we just had to shoot somebody from Rich Gang because I picked up on game that the nigga hated Pac, and then he co-signed that he hated Pac. Niggas hate Pac so much that they get delusional, and it's sad that we had a ninja like CR Prophet Getters. It seems like he was like one of the Black Panthers that was infiltrating the Panthers. Like, and I feel bad sometimes, like, damn, how I ain't know these ninjas was an infiltrator. And it's all good. You got over CR Prophet Getters. You got over for a while. You was in our chat. My ninjas was saluting you. You got over for a little while, but bro, what's in the dark always come to light. You feel me? And we caught your ass lacking. Joseph Strawhorn says, CR Prophet did what? You wasn't there? Yo, Joseph, where the fuck were you? Oh, shit. Yo, Joseph, where the fuck were you, my guy? No love said I missed it too. What? Where y'all be going? Dipping and dabbing? Yo, where y'all niggas went? I had to jump off real quick. Yeah, we had to shoot this ninja, see our prophet get us down. He tried to disrespect Pac. And I caught him lacking. Like, oh, you caught lacking, ninja? Hey, little dog. I got clean feet. Shit. Did a dog lick my feet? Let me show y'all. Fucking dog, fuzzy ass dog, was licking your boy feet. Took off my socks. You see it? The fucking dog kissed Tino's socks. I got clean feet, doggy. Don't worry. Yo, yeah, Val, I'm at work. Had to handle some shit. Yeah, my nigga. Yo, I had to send that nigga to the resurrection. No, Nigel sent him to the resurrection. I took back his wrench, and he thought he could say something else slick in the chat. What he said, it is what it is. He fucking died a coward. How you die a coward? You should have stand on that shit. Yo, that's how you know these niggas be pussy. Nigga, you should have stand on your business, CR Prophet Getters. You should have said, yeah, he is gullible. He said, yeah, it is. What, nigga? Say it with your chest, nigga. Fuck out of here. It is what it is. What, nigga? The fuck? Yo. Jada said, you got socks, bro. Yeah, I'm not K-Dub. You feel me? I'm not K-Dub. K-Dub went 72 hours in Vegas with no socks. Yeah, the nigga was disrespectful to Pac, bro. And then he didn't want to say it again with his chest. Say that shit again, nigga. Nigga died like a coward in the chat. Nigga died like a coward in the fucking chat. Word, at least say that shit again, nigga. You feel me? Word. So the nigga felt some type of way, and all this time I ain't know. Word. So, you know, he, in his mind, he's very delusional. He said, you know, Pac shouldn't have been around Suge. And there's a lot of ninjas that feel some type of way about Pac, and they think they're Pac fans. You're not really a Pac fan, bro. You feel me? One thing about the Dawn, you know, he taught his fans to have, I would say, understanding, right? Yeah, Pac had understanding, and he was a very patient man, because I remember an interview, he had his hat to the back, he was in Death Row Studios. I think that's when he was looking at the booklet where Papa G was making for All Eyes on Me. And yeah, I think that was the interview. I think he was being interviewed in Death Row Studios or the office, and Papa G was showing him the All Eyes on Me book, and he was like, yo, make sure you put the fan base where the fan mail could go, you know, look out for my fans. And he said, look, during the interview, he said, you know, all he gotta do is be patient and he'll be back on top. Like, that ninja knew, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he knew what he had to do. And then phone calls like Monster Cody. Who remembers that phone call with Monster Cody with Monster Cody. Some people say he was secretly recording Pac. A lot of other people say, nah, that was his answering machine recording Pac. Monster Cody asked him, yo, I heard you with Death Row. How they treating you over there? Pac said, so far it's all right. Like, he knew that there was a chance of them not treating him okay. But to say Pac was gullible for being around Suge when he had no proof that Pac was being, Pac didn't, I don't think Pac had proof about the audit until probably after death. Or he escaped, or he vanished, whatever you think Pac did. Yo, I don't believe Pac had any idea about the audit unless he faked his death, right? Which a lot of Pac fans believe, especially with the Thug Life tat. Shout out to Babe Armor TV. Yo, shout out to Babe Armor TV. Babe Armor, he actually put the Thug Life tat. He put two of the Thug Life tats. He put the original Thug Life tat and what we feel is the autopsy fake or the fake body double Thug Life tat, whatever you consider that, the other Thug Life tat. And Babe Armor TV, y'all need to go watch it. That shit is kind of dope. The Google AI chat confirmed that the Thug Life tattoos did not match. Word, he gave me a shout out too. He was like, yo, shout out to Valentino Discretion TV. I think, was it you, Nigel, that told me he did that shit? That he gave me a shout out? Miss M, what's good? Yo, I'm getting annoyed. All right, let me turn over. Word. Word. Babe Armor TV took it to another level. As he always do, the ninja, he put in the chat, in the Google AI search, if the Thug Life tat matched, and Google AI confirmed them shits do not match, and it was actually somebody trying to copy the Thug Life tat. So, bro, there's more proof my ninja faked his death than anything. So calling Pac gullible when he actually probably faked his fucking death is amazing. It's amazing. And when Suge don't want to cooperate, Suge don't want to testify, it could be for that reason that he actually was involved with. I don't want to, all I would say is, if you believe that BMW got shot and somebody got shot, it's possible that the wrong man got shot. That Kathy Scott picture was fucking fugazi, bro. Bro, I've been looking at autopsy pictures. I mean, it's kind of sick, but since the Pac shooting in 1996 and Kathy Scott book, I've been literally, just looking at autopsy pictures, and I never saw an autopsy done like the one on Pac. I always see similar autopsy, like Biggie's autopsy. It matches so many other autopsies. When they cut him and the incisions and, all that shit. But Pac's, the one in Kathy Scott book, bro, I've never seen any autopsy picture match that shit. I never did, y'all. That shit was gruesome. It was messy. It looked like It looked like one of those movies Pac was in. Either Bullet or fucking. That might have been Bullet, because Bullet matches the same fucking makeup that they used. It might have been Bullet, because in Bullet, they actually cut Pac's throat, and the autopsy picture not only had the same I'm talking about the Kathy Scott picture, right? Can I get that on the screen? Can I get that on the screen? Take me out the equation. There you go. This Kathy Scott shit, bro. I have never seen an autopsy done like this in history. What was the reason of them cutting up his body? This looked like the bullet. If I'm not mistaken, it looked like it could be from Bullet. It just looked like the same makeup that was done in the movie Bullet. It just seems that way. It just seems that way. Like, it's just extra shit done to this body. They actually gave him a C-section. What was the reason of cutting the ninja's stomach open like that? I'm just saying, it's just mad, like, extra shit. And again, I've never seen an autopsy picture done like this. Shout out to Babe Bomber TV. He took it to another level, and he put the pictures of the Thug Life tat in the Google search AI, and they confirmed that the Thug Life tats don't even match. That's fucking crazy. And he asked Google AI, hold on, I think, yeah, these two tats. This is the original Thug Life. Where's... What the fuck? On the bottom, I'm trying to point, but it's not picking up. On the bottom, it's the original, and on the top, it's the autopsy pic. And shout out to the Babe Bomber TV. He took it to another level, and they told him, like, no, the bottom is the original Thug Life, and on the top is somebody tried to replicate it. And I was like, whoa. Just to get confirmation in 2026, 30 years later, it's really like, yo, this nigga Pac actually pulled a fast one. Yeah, this is the Kathy Scott picture. Yeah, like, they did unnecessary stitchings to my... If this is Pac's body, again, somebody made... Somebody made a logical point that if Pac was in a hospital for 7 days, why didn't his hair grow back? That's a major red flag. Ninja, I was just in a hospital for 7 days with my heart surgery situation, right? Ninja, my hair grew within the first 2 days, okay? I was looking like somebody's old man, okay? Bro, there's no way This ninja had a skin tight baldy, right? And then to top it off, no puff, it looks like two different bodies, right? To top it off, it looks like two different bodies. And no one can explain why. Why does it look like two different bodies? How did it go from the Kathy Scott to the 40-ounce drinker? Like the nigga had a pot belly. It just don't make sense. Oh, hold on. I did the fingers, right? Hold on to you ninjas. Pac fingers. There you go. The right hand finger. Look at Pac nails. To you ninjas. Look at Pac fingernails, right? The day before shooting. Look at Pac fingernails. And look at the nails on whoever this fucking ninja is on the table. Hold on, I want to make sure I get a solo shot of this one. There y'all go. When Pac was burning death row, holding the matches with his middle finger. That's crazy. Pac was holding the death row matches with his middle finger, indicating fuck death row. Look at Pac nails the day for. How his nails change color? And please don't give me he had 10 gallons of embalming fluid inside him so it changed the colors of his nails. How did the nails get from that to this? Come on, y'all. Come on. What's gullible about my ninja now? Again, I believe they got the wrong man. I believe, y'all, when you got two ninjas in a Dominican pack, this nigga Dominican standing behind the nigga with the Pele Pele shirt, Miss M, we got a female in the building. See, a lot of you ninjas are experts, but when a female actually is telling you that's two different nails, that's two different ninjas, right? Y'all better listen. I know y'all heard when a female could point her man out at the Million Man March. Okay? A million motherfuckers and a female, she can point her nigga out. You feel me? So when a female says, oh, look, that's not my man nails, that's not his hand, y'all better listen. The Dominican Pac. Yeah, when the female's actually saying, nah, that's not the same hands, I'm gonna listen. I know a lot of you ninjas figured out the case already. I'm not mad. But when a woman can say, hey, that's not his hands, bro. Hold on, let me see. Is there another? I know I got plenty close up. Here we go. Another close up of the hand. This live show is brought to you by No Hate on Pac. Yeah, this is the day before the video toss it up to the next day. Gruesome. Gruesome. Little Jones said Janet Jackson told Pac to keep his nails clean. Uh-huh. And Pac listened, right? Yo, Jones. Yo, 21 good salute. Yo, what a live show. This live show went totally left. Yo, this live show, because we had one infiltrator. You see how that shit is? Arbello said the nails probably didn't grow either. Even though somebody, oh shit, although somebody may have clipped them, they're not giving manicures and pedicures in a fucking morgue, my nigga. So, I'm with you on that. Not even the nails grew. Yeah, they're not giving you a fucking manicure or pedicure while they do an autopsy, bro. So that's straight out that's out the door. I thought they said, I don't know, who snizzy is at work, so one of y'all got to give a lifeline. What finger of Tupac was shot off? Let's see what they say. Let's see what they say. Yeah, this live show went totally left because we had one infiltrator trying to disrespect Pac. Damn, that nigga CR Profit Getters, he was a rich gang for a while. I even think he was there on the first season. That's why I told that nigga, Sizzle Little, yo, wrench gang is not for you, my ninja. Don't gang bang. Right? Somebody was like, yo, Sizzleito need his wrench. And I thought about it, I was like, yo, I seen that ninja, been on Delgate channel, been on Choke channel, and he's, I call him like, there's fans like that. Like, they just want, they're not like D-rodding a certain Pac channel or whoever covering Pac. They just want, you know what I'm saying? But then you got rich gang members or people that's just like, I was like, nah, nigga, you might as well stay where you at. Don't gang bang with us, bro. Don't get down with rich gang. You know what I'm saying? You probably be shot, sentenced. Google said Pac didn't lose a finger. That's crazy. That's crazy. Christopher Anderson said Google said Pac didn't lose a finger. Joseph Strawhorn said, yeah, he was here in season 1. "21 good salute." I appreciate that, Andrew. I really try to like just deep dive. Like when we got the autopsy picture, right? We ain't just like accepted it. look at the autopsy picture and I was like, nah, wait a minute. When did Pac gain all this weight? I know the embalming fluid, would have made my ninja, like, blow up, but not that much to where the nigga looked like he was eating jelly donuts and not working out. Where did all my nigga muscles go? James Valentino, what's good? If you just tapping in, we asking questions. How many more lies Reggie gonna tell the media before the DA charge him for the homicide of Pac and Biggie? And then we started talking about Suge not stepping up to the plate. And then we had to shoot a wrench gang member, CR Profit Getters. We had to get him out of here. CR Profit, get him out of here. Profit Getters. Yeah, get him out of here. You know what I'm saying? Right? You trying to disrespect Pac. Joseph said, we got to start doing background checks, no puff. Like, seriously. Again, shout out to Bay Barmer TV. He took it to another level. Bay Barmer TV, he discovered that the Thug Life tats didn't match. I mean, we confirmed it on this channel, but he took it to another step where I think he put it in Google AI search for the image, and Google AI confirmed that they do not match. That shit was dope. Word, that was dope, bro. We needed that. I mean, we already confirmed it, real Pac fans. We already confirmed it wasn't the same tat. But, when somebody from the nation actually takes it to another step, we got to salute them. I know y'all niggas is over it with looking at the corpse. Oh, shit. I know y'all niggas is over it. Okay, if you just tapping in, y'all, seriously. I guess Monday they gonna start this trial in Keefe D. I believe he's getting railroaded, if you ask me. But hey, he was the one that was saying Pac was breakdancing. Keefe was the one that was calling people Tupac lovers. You know, these niggas, let's try to say anything about Pac. Pac was gullible. Like, come on. You niggas think you can say anything about Pac and we supposed to, like, just say, give him a pass or whatever. Nah, it don't work like that, B. Word. I have never seen a culture that just think they're gonna say anything about my ninja. And we gonna just let that rock. Nah, we not. SC Native was good. So they actually said Pac didn't lose a finger? That's crazy. Well, maybe he was just shot in the hand. I don't know. I wasn't in Vegas. September 7th, 1996. Hell job was good. Yo, EXT, that was crazy. I was like, am I reading this correctly? Yo, there's 100,000 ninjas just like that, just like CR profit getters. They think they're proc fans, but they really not. But you catch them talking about Pac in the worst way. Oh, Pac was gullible. Oh, he was naive, right? But they'll have Tupac in their fucking thumbnail. Nah, we not having that on this channel. Real talk. Okay, so before this live show went left, I was trying to remember key points. Reggie Wright Jr., he told the media again, not only is Suge a liar, and 1 minute Suge said Pac not dead, 1 minute he said Pac is dead, but he also told a story about him being at 6'6" Deuce, and there was cops at the door, and he lied and said that he had 2 guards with Tupac. That was a fucking lie. They took Mike Moore off Pac and put him at the cash register. That was a lie. Then he said again that how he, 21 Gun Salute. Then he mentioned again how he found out that Pac was shot. He said 2 guys came to him and told him there's been a shooting with Tupac and Suge, and that's how he found out. And we know who those 2 guys are. That's Neckbone and Buntry. And again, Neckbone never confirmed he told Reggie anything. We haven't heard from Neckbone on YouTube in a while. I couldn't tell when last we heard from Neckbone. I think it was Capone. I think it was Capone was the last person who interviewed Neckbone. And I don't believe Neckbone and Buntry told Reggie anything. I think that was another lie. Just like he said he had two guards protecting Pac. Those were absolute lies, y'all. You feel me? I believe that's another lie that this guy told. That, oh, because again, Neckbone never confirmed that. All we know, Neckbone said there was the shooting. Suge made that left turn, or no, Suge actually followed the Cadillac. That's crazy. Neckbone said Suge made the right turn. Yo. And Reggie said, they actually was funny. Neckbone's situation is the funniest. Because right after Neckbone did the interview, yo, oh shit. He said, some detectives came to my door. Reggie did the video and said, Tupac detectives went to go talk to Neckbone. That was crazy. Bro, that was unbelievable, y'all. Yo, right after Neckbone did the Mike Dorsey and Vlad TV interview, those detectives came knocking on his door. Yo, what the fuck? Y'all know today is the 13th. Andrew said he hates the 13th. Today is the 13th. I actually had surgery 30 days ago. July 13th. That shit was crazy. Word. You know what's crazy? How everybody else could say things to Vlad, say things on this internet, and they be arrested, especially Vlad. Why isn't Reggie Wright Sr. and Reggie Jr. involved with that, B? That's crazy. Thank you, Hildra. God bless you too, my G. 21 gun salute. And we still waiting for this guy. If we just tapping in, Reggie Wright Jr. is on a warpath. Reggie Wright Jr. is on a warpath. He did an interview with News Nation, and he did a new interview. Reggie's on a warpath. Unbelievable. He ain't never got this much attention in his life. You made it, Raj, for being a lying scumbag. You made it. Right? He did the interview on Vlad TV. Whoa. No, he did an interview on TMZ. Did the interview on News Nation today. Yeah, he's on a warpath. Arbello said he dropping his diss tracks left and right. Get it? 6 Point said his index or middle finger got shot off. Yeah, but which one? You'll think by now the media got it right and the internet got it right. But which one? That's crazy. Right? According to Christopher Anderson, they said that none of his fingers were shot off. Mm. Also, to the no key in the ignition nation. The more I see, hold on, y'all can't really see the picture in this shit. Hold on. The no key in the ignition is looking like there's no fucking key in the ignition in that last post. It just looks like it. I don't know. I think Murder Crap Mike Dorsey tried to debunk it. Wow. Wow, Arbello. That's crazy. Thank you for that detail. Arbello, he did some deep diving while some conflicting urban legends, fan theories, and unverified documentary claims suggest he lost a right pinky or ring finger. Official medical autopsy details don't reflect that. Well, I don't know. I don't know, y'all. This shit, because again, that's not even Pac hand. When I look at, I have to enhance the lighting, but even without the lighting in these pictures, you can tell there's a major difference in the fingertips of Pac the day before compared to the one that's on this freaking table. Oh yeah, so I was saying that this nigga Reg was lying to the media about how he found out and who came to him and told him anything about Pac and Suge getting shot. You know, it's like the nonstop lies that this guy is telling to the media is just out of this world, bro. He really lost his fucking mind, bro. Um, the fact that the media is actually asking him these questions, I think is really good. I believe it's really good that the media is finally like at least raising these questions and asking Reg, like, why are people blaming you? What happened? Where were you? You feel me? And I think they're making a great approach at it. Drop comments below. It's not like before where nobody was asking Reggie these questions, even though he's not being blamed. They're asking him, why is Keefe blaming you? I believe we're heading in the right direction, if that makes sense. You know, like, at least they're asking him, and we get to see him doo-doo on fucking TV, right? We get to see him take a fucking dump on TV, asking him fucking questions. Every time he stalls and don't answer the question immediately, you know he's taking a dump in his fucking diapers. We know that. At least we know that, right? All Pac fans should know that at least. That, look, when Reggie takes like 3-4 seconds to answer any question, he's taking a dump. Oh shit. Yeah, when Reggie don't answer the questions immediately, oh yeah, I believe he's taking a dump, right? The doo-doo YouTuber number one. And we all should know by now who's doo-doo YouTuber number two. Yeah, Reggie takes fucking 30 seconds to answer the easiest questions. Where were you in Vegas? Nigga takes 40 seconds to answer one simple question. The easiest questions. Where were you? I believe he's trying to like also keep it consistent with what he's telling YouTube. If that makes sense. And that's a huge red flag that he's trying his best to keep things consistent. Like, yo, bro, why you have to try to keep the Vlad story together? And because that's what he told Neckbone. When Neckbone was allegedly pissed that the Tupac detectives came to his door, first of all, Neckbone only said the detectives came to my door asking questions. Reggie Wright Jr. was the one who said the Tupac detectives went to Neckbone door. So what we were saying is, okay, Reggie told Neckbone that he should have told them that him and Buntry was together. Who remembers that? When Reggie broke his silence and said, hey, the Tupac detectives went to Neckbone door, and Neckbone should have told them that him and Buntry was together. Right? And I was like, you know what, Reg? Well, they wasn't together. You feel me? So, again, I think, you know, the media they were given the assignment to interview Reg and give him the open floor to speak and give him enough rope to hang himself. But there is a roadblock. There is a roadblock, y'all. I'm sorry. I apologize, but this guy, George Kalisas, is the major roadblock. George Kalisas, Mr. No Weapons, he's the reason why this investigation is not getting nowhere. Drop comments below. Yeah, Mr. No Weapons himself, George Kalisas, he's the roadblock. Yeah, I don't think we can ever get to another stage in this investigation because the roadblock is George Kalisas, the U.S. Word. Yeah, I don't think that we'll ever get anywhere with the investigation because this guy's the new U.S. state attorney, y'all. And he was there in Vegas. He was the reason why the security guards was told not to carry weapons. How can we get anywhere with a guy like that was in charge? Reggie put in charge. According to Mike Moore and Frank Alexander, never before were they ever told not to carry their weapons. This guy is the major roadblock, y'all. Jada said the media is full of shit too. Yeah, I believe so. The media, they don't even know or they don't want to know what really happened. Like at least we know Frank Alexander, Mike Moore, you know, George Kalisas, we know Pac waved at the body double in the MGM. You know, at least we know intricate shit like that. Like there was a nigga dressed just like Pac. They don't even want to know this shit. Almost 30 years, we have never seen a news media say, hey, so this is Tupac Shakur walking with his bodyguard, Frank Alexander, and look how he waves at this guy who's just like him. Why we never heard that on the news? Why you even on my channel? What's this shit called? Dark Dummies? Why you even on my fucking channel? Wrench Gang, why you letting this nigga even making comments? Y'all let Nigel shoot everybody. Yo, Wrench Gang, y'all be lacking. I'm about to take some of y'all wrenches. Jada, you here in the chat? Ninja Jada. When last Jada ever shot anybody? I have never seen Jada shoot anybody. Always typing, always talking some shit. They all read off of a script, but Jada, you never shoot nobody. Nigga said Nigel took a... Yeah, because you over there talking some other shit. Jada, when was the last time you caught a body? I told you, we take everything out on you. Jada, a troller don't get shot quick enough? Oh, he did? Nah, I don't believe so. You probably shot the same person Nigel shot. Let me see. Channel activity. Why I can't tell when Wrench Gang shoots somebody? Yeah, YouTube got to step it up. I gotta see. I would like to see how many times my Wrench Gang shoot people. Arbello said, Arbello, you had the gun. You talking about you could only put somebody on timeout. You probably don't understand the gun you got, no puff on the play. But you ain't had no taser. You niggas got guns and don't even know how to use them shits. Unbelievable. Yo, Joseph, you're not taking gang to the shooting range? You gotta take gang to the shooting range, my ninja. Nigel said I do. Yeah, y'all gotta go with Nigel to the shooting range. Yeah, I look, Jada talking hella shit. And niggas in the chat dissing us. Arbello was called hide user from the channel. Everybody on Wrench Gang supposed to catch a body. Miss M, you caught a body yet, Miss M? Miss M said, I'm not gonna lie, gang be fast up in here. Nah, Hill Dry, you got the Glock. Unless YouTube ripping y'all off. Unless YouTube is saying y'all don't got y'all gun permit. Yeah, there's always some homeless fucking YouTuber, some homeless subscriber always finding their way in a fucking chat. Some nigga that live at a bus stop or something. Miss M said, yeah, I caught a body. I'm about to let them niggas out the cemetery so y'all can have some fucking pray. What's going on here? Y'all niggas took him out the grave to shoot him again? I don't know what's going on in the chat. What you mean they won't let you shoot, EXT? What is going on? Nah, EXT, you of all people got a fucking, the Glock 40. You got the same gun they shot Pac with. Nigel said I didn't unearth them. Somebody unearthed the nigga. What y'all doing? Digging up the corpse and shooting them again? Y'all niggas is crazy. Gaming gang was good. Andrew Jones? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Well, I see an Andrew Jones. I don't know. What y'all say? Andrew Jones is an infiltrator? No, there's an Andrew Jones. And his picture is I just saw it. It bounced out the chat. Nah, James Valentino, you got a taser. Yeah, James, you don't even got the Glock yet. You still got a taser. I don't. Did James Valentino graduate to the Glock yet? Is he good with y'all? Cause I know he good with me. I ain't see him really do no CR profit getter shit. Or we gotta put a new law. There's the Black Cash Dreams law. There's the Dub Allen law. There's a new law, CR profit getters law. Thou shalt not disrespect Pac. Keep your feelings to your fucking self. Hell Josh said my Glock be jamming. Let me see. I gave you a new gun, Hell Josh. You got a brand new firearm. Who else gun don't work? No Puff. Who else is saying they can't shoot people? Well, I gave Helljaw a new Glock. You got the new Smith & Wesson. Who else gun be acting up? Avery said I need a new gun. All right, let me upgrade y'all guns. Because that's ridiculous. Okay, Avery got a new gun. Who else need a new gun? Joseph says, shoot me to see if it worked. They got on his bulletproof vest. Y'all crazy. Yo, y'all crazy. Who this? Rez. I need a gun. Yo, you got to get voted in. I've never seen you. That's the first comment you ever made on this channel. I need a gun. Y'all might have to. Yo, wait a minute. Y'all shot him? Oh shit. Niggas just shot him. Oh shit. Niggas just shot him. Talk about he need a gun. But wait a minute. Hill Josh said, let's test my shit out. Oh shit. Yo, y'all vicious. Rich Gang is vicious. Niggas said John tased them. Yo. Y'all niggas is crazy. Oh shit. That was funny. Niggas said I need a gun. I'm like, wait a minute, that's the first comment you ever made on my channel. You need a gun? Nothing about you love Pac, justice for Pac, fuck the handicapped rapist YouTuber. Nothing. Oh, you got the UAP? That's crazy. Oh, y'all hunted down Andrew Jones. Nigga Najo hunted this nigga down. Oh, shit. Y'all niggas is hunting niggas down. Oh, shit. Nigga ain't say shit in an hour. Nigga hunted him down. Word. The nigga didn't even have a taser. So that was the first comment he ever made. Crazy. Y'all niggas are screaming who's next. Y'all, this chat is off the meat rack. I told y'all they were here, Bruce, too. Word, the nigga Dub Allen switched sides against his new friends wanting him dead. They don't even know that nigga on Choke's channel. Don't be an entertainer and a stranger. Didn't Pac tell y'all niggas that? Don't be a subscriber and a stranger. Be a real motherfucker. Niggas go on Choke's channel and a complete stranger. Nobody even knows him. Word, nigga said Pac was gullible. That was crazy, bro. Yo, if you notice, that took my whole live out. because I hate being infiltrated. It was like Black Hash Dreams, Dub Allen. It was like them niggas all over again. Like, god damn, I just got rid of these niggas. Southwest riding, no Puff. The nigga Southwest, he's on the run by ICE agents, the last I heard. The last I heard, he said some shit that ICE was trying to arrest him. So I guess he evaded the ICE. I don't know. Right? All of a sudden, the ICE agents was after that nigga Southwest Rider. Word. The nigga Southwest Riding on the run by ICE agents. I was like, nigga, you not a citizen? The fuck? How you talking about you going to Vegas? How the fuck you going to Vegas? You're not even a citizen. You know ICE is all down there. Talking about you going to Vegas to get Reg. Not even a citizen. I'm talking about ICE agents was coming for him and he had to evade them. Nigga, you're not a citizen? I don't know why y'all niggas fight so much to stay over here. Like what? Nigga, fuck that. I'd rather stay in my country and, you know, whatever, go to somewhere else where I'm wanted. Nigga Southwest Rider talking about, oh, ICE agents. What? Oh, shit. Like, nigga, you wasn't a citizen? You cannot have my wrench if you're not a citizen. You a refugee? Nah, we're not doing that. It's like I'm harboring fucking refugees and shit. So they could be like, oh, I got a job, I'm wrench gang. No, you don't. Right? Especially what they did to the first season. Nah, you better go to Reggie and make him, what's that channel? Melissa and that guy that's trying to get his green card? You better go to their channel. Word, nigga trying to get a visa through Discretion TV. Talking about he wrench gang, I gave him a job. No, I did not. That's how dumb Southwest Riding was. He thought having a wrench means employment. Like, what? Wait a minute. I am not signing no paperwork for you. Don't email me some stupid shit. No, nigga. You feel me? No, I will not, nigga. Talking about some fucking ICE agents. Shit is madness. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go live in a few hours. Hopefully y'all can tap in. You hear me? To my ninjas on the run. Stay sucker free out there. Wrench gang salute. Congratulations to everybody with the upgraded wrench. All you ninjas with the upgraded guns and your new guns. Gave y'all niggas new firearms. Congratulations. Salute.